Matt Laricy, how's it going?
What's going on, guys?
Hey man, thanks for having us over.
Thank you for coming by.
How long you lived here?
We've been here now since May of 2020. Moved in during the pandemic year.
Nice, man. What's the process like buying new construction?
Well, you pretty much buy it off a floor plan, cross your fingers, and hope the finishes you bought turn out nice. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
If you had to describe Superior House in one word, what would it be?
Superior.
Nice. Is your entryway always so clean?
We try to keep it clean, but as you can see, we got little guys and a daughter running around, so it can't always be as clean as you'd like it to be.
Who's the bigger cleaner in the house?
My wife, Nicole, hands down.
Okay. Wow. What's the story behind the big wine map?
We are obsessed with Napa Valley, and I saw this one time in Bardesona in Napa Valley, and I somehow found out who made the map, and here it is.
How often do you travel to wine country?
At least once a year. If it was up to me, I'd go there more, but unfortunately, we have too much business to be able to get away.
I hear you, man. What's your all-time favorite wine country experience?
Probably the time we went for Joe and Lauren's wedding. Joe's my brother-in-law who married Lauren, who's Nicole's sister. And for that time, we went to Brand Napa Valley where we partnered with them.
Nice. Well, I mean, you were just in Napa. Did you purchase from any new wineries?
I bought too much wine, and there's definitely a lot of wineries that we bought from. But, you know, we're always trying to buy and test new vineyards because as a wine snob, that's kind of what you do.
Wow, this is nice, man. Nice setup in here.
Yeah, thank you.
Looks like you have a nice wine setup. Was it an important part of the design, though?
So we worked with the building on like 12 different designs of where we're going to put a wine room. We originally were thinking about putting one in the middle of the place. We were talking about other places to build walls, and then we realized that we're going to have two toddlers, and it's time we became grown-ups and just got a wine column. So we actually built out this hall an extra foot to make sure that this big wine column could exist.
Question, do you miss your old custom wine room?
Absolutely, but I also have to realize I can't be selfish because I'm a selfish person. And we got this, and then selfishly, I also have the little wine fridge below as well.
What does your dream wine setup at home look like?
It would be literally that entire back wall would just be one huge, floor to ceiling glass illuminated wine wall filled with wine.
Okay, sounds like a plan. What's your go-to bottle to bring to a party or to a client?
Well, if I'm bringing it to a party or a client and they don't know wine that much, it's probably going to be a pretty cheap bottle. But if I'm going to splurge, we did partner with Brand Napa Valley, so that's what the bottle would bring.
It seems like you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Do you like to cook?
I love to cook. It's something I do every single night.
Favorite meals to make of all time?
Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, from hands down, I love to cook. I cook 2 birds, 8 sides. I bake fresh bread. I mean, we go all out for it.
The White Castles, don't forget that.
The White Castle stuffing, that's right. I mean, that is I think I've made that recipe a little bit more famous than it is now.
Roan and Remy, your kids, are they good eaters?
They're starting to be. I mean, Remy has just started eating solid food, and Roan is a little bit picky, but he's getting there. He does eat pizza and say it's very tasty, so I think he's going to be a food connoisseur.
Does Nicole enjoy to cook as well?
Nicole is a terrible cook. She knows that. That's not a rude thing to say. She likes to eat, and she does clean up.
Awesome. When you're not cooking in the kitchen, what are your favorite Chicago spots to go out to?
Steakhouses. I'm a steak guy. I'm Chicagoan. I'm always going to be going to nice steakhouses.
Okay. How about favorite spots to order in?
Pizza. We're big pizza eaters. It sounds terrible, but we like to get at least one pizza a week, which is kind of like our kind of tradition. We either do Friday or Saturday nights.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a Chicago thing. What's the most used kitchen utensil here?
Probably the most used thing is my cast iron pan, which I use every single night, and I take this and I put it on the grill, and I grill out every night.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you recently?
Probably, I'm constantly messing up in my job, so I don't think there's one thing in particular, but I think I'm constantly making mistakes. There's not just one thing that sticks out, though.
Okay.
That's a good question.
From the kitchen, we can see your patio set up. Is outdoor space important to you?
You know what? In our last place, we didn't have outdoor space, so When we bought this, my wife was like, we got to have a balcony. And this is a pretty good sized balcony with a custom built-in grill. And I didn't realize how much I missed grilling until I got my grill back.
Have you officially converted to someone that loves patios?
I wouldn't say I love patios, but I would say that like I do appreciate them.
Any close calls with spiders out here?
On this one, I haven't seen any spiders yet, but spiders are balloon spiders, guys. Look those up. They are a problem in Chicago.
What are the rest of the design plans for this patio space?
So we were supposed to have like this custom waterfall and 2 like beautiful chairs with a table and like this whole great setup. And my wife and myself now think about it is we're kind of afraid to put anything out here because Roan is kind of an animal and we're nervous he's going to jump up on something and unfortunately have a catastrophic mistake. Yeah.
Well, this is a pretty sick place, Matt. Did you use an interior designer at all with this new construction project?
No, myself and my wife picked out everything and she decorated everything herself.
How would you describe your style?
We tried to go a little bit more modern. In this particular place, we went a little bit more transitional to try to, I mean, when you have kids, you can't go over the top modern like we really like to do because at the end of the day, it's got to feel homey for the children.
Okay. Who cares about design more, you or Nicole?
Actually, probably me. You would think it would be, typically it would be like the wife, but I really, being in real estate, like to make sure the place looks up to speed of what I see at my clients' places.
Did having kids change your design goals for the new space?
100%. If we didn't have children, this entire den space, which we'll eventually take a look at, would be just filled with wine and be the coolest wine room you've ever seen in your life.
This view's pretty sick too, man. I mean, in your opinion, which direction views are the best in the city?
I would say south-facing views because you have the skyline, and most places are going to have to face south to get that skyline view.
Nice. Who's the biggest TV hog?
Roan is. He's constantly wanting to watch some sort of comic book show, and he's the one. I'm not home enough to be able to watch TV, so he's always on.
What's been your favorite binge-worthy TV series?
Ted Lasso. I'm excited for the new release. That's, if you haven't seen it, it's, you got to do it the Lasso way.
What are some of your family traditions?
We eat dinner together every night. Well, me and my wife do, and we drink a glass of wine together.
Nice. What's the best memory you've created in your new place so far?
Probably bringing our daughter Remy home. She was born 6 months ago, so bringing her home to our place is always going to be a lasting memory for us.
She's a cutie.
She is.
Have you read any books lately that made a lasting impact on your life?
I hate to say it. I know that we were supposed to read more, but I have not. But I can tell you that my favorite book is The Richest Man in Babylon, about saving 20% of everything that you ever make, and I still hold that true. So that's still very powerful to this day.
Do you have any tips for keeping a clean space like this with little kids running around?
I would say probably the best thing that you could do is make sure that you marry somebody that's very clean and likes to keep it clean. So my wife has the job of making sure this place always looks really nice.
Nice, man. Your wardrobe gets a lot of feedback. Everybody talks about your blue suits. Tell us about your closet space.
My closet space was actually custom built out, and it took us a while to decide on how we're going to build out the closet. And I have a lot of suits here, and our thoughts behind this is that we got to make sure that there's enough room for both of us to have a little bit of space.
Matt, when did you purchase your first suit?
Ooh, it was probably 2013, I can remember. I was wearing the Express setup, the Express pants and shirt, and I was like, I got to step in my game as we got more successful. And I went to Express to get a suit, and that's where I started wearing suits. Eventually, I went to Nordstrom and worked my way up from there.
Express and Nordstrom's, oldie but goodies.
That's right.
What is your favorite suit you own at the moment?
I currently am wearing it. It's the one that has the comic book guys inside of it. And I personally think this is the coolest thing I have.
Why do you wear suits every day, man?
I think it's professional. If you're going to spend a lot of money, I think we have lost that train of thought of being very professional. And I wanted to make sure that we show our clients that we respect them enough that we're going to wear a suit and tie every day.
Makes sense. How has your suit collection evolved over the years?
I started with kind of like more lower suits like Express and Nordstrom. I did Boss, and then eventually I did all custom suits.
Nice. Why do you think people like to talk about your suit so much?
I actually think a lot of people are intimidated to wear suits, and I think people maybe wish that they wore them more, which is why they kind of bring them up a lot. And I think that gray and black suits have always been kind of like the trends, and we kind of started bringing out like cool blue suits.
Is there any one person who has impacted your style?
I will say that Mickey, my brother-in-law, made me step up our game and start wearing ties. Because when Mickey started working for me in 2014, he was wearing a suit and tie, and I was just wearing a suit. And he said, a suit's not complete without a tie. And I was like, I'll be damned if my future brother-in-law is going to outstage me by wearing the tie and not have me wear one.
Shout out to Mickey.
That's right.
Who takes up more of the closet, Matt?
Well, you could see from here that this is just me here. My wife has this whole section here, and then all of this, and then 90% of this minus this. So I have this shelf, this is just me, and then I have this, and that's all I get. All the drawers are hers, all this is hers, up there is hers, all the way over there is hers. So I would say my wife does.
Well, the real question is, who's more organized?
Well, she's more organized because she's got a rhythm to it. She tries to match all my shirts. Obviously, we weren't prepared for this today, but you know, we try to train me to be more organized with my outfits.
I gotta ask, Matt, can we see your infamous superhero clothing collection?
We do have quite a bit of them. They're all tucked away in here, but this is not going to be the neatest. But all my superhero shirts are tucked away somewhere in here. There's tons of them. Look at all these shirts of, you know, all different types. This one's a nice X-Men one. But my kid likes to come home and have matching ones that we wear together.
What's a piece of clothing you will never, ever get rid of?
Oh my God. Let me see if I can find this. So I still have to this day a couple of these, and my wife has tried throwing these out. Here we go. I don't know if you can see this. That's a Sigma Chi shirt right there. Some fraternity shirts. I got a couple of these just for memories. I think it's kind of nice to kind of remember the douchey fraternity days. We
heard you don't sleep a ton, Matt. What's your nightly routine?
My nightly routine would be coming home, or my wife normally goes to bed first. I work on the couch till pretty much I can't keep my eyes open, which is around like midnight. I go to the bathroom, wash face, etc. And then I lay down around 12:30 and wake up around 4:30, 4:45 every day. That's my side of the bed. And that's pretty much it for the nightly routine.
Do you have a hard time falling asleep with such a busy life?
I do, which is why, which is terrible to say, which is why I drink a glass of wine every night, because it does kind of like de-stress me a little bit and let me kind of be like, okay, I can kind of just like rejuvenate and just kind of reconnect with my wife and kind of talk more about other stuff minus work.
Does Matt Laricy do any self-care?
I do. I'm a big on lotions and, you know, obviously hair products and things of that nature, but I'm really big on obviously keeping up with teeth wear, brushing your teeth a lot and stuff like that. But I do a lot of stuff that you should be doing, like, you know, washing your face, putting lotion on. I've been big on eye lotions lately because I feel like as I'm getting older at 37 now, I gotta make sure that I keep up and I don't start to look tired and old.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
Honestly, I could be ready. I could go from coming back from the gym, shave, shower, wash up, get dressed, hair done, 10 minutes flat. I've timed it. It's kind of like that Kramer episode, Seinfeld episode where Kramer times something in the shower, how quick we do it. That's how we thought about how efficient can I be and how quick can I be in here.
What's your number one favorite product in your bathroom?
Probably what every guy's gonna have to have, which is some sort of like cream for your hair to make sure your hair is good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the half bath and why?
Oh, so probably the only thing that I don't like as much in this place is going to be our half bath, and solely because I hate this pedestal sink. So I would probably give this like a 4.5. I do like the color my wife picked out though, but minus that, I hate that pedestal sink.
Makes sense. What was important about the laundry room when considering your new construction design, Matt?
So we wanted to make sure we had storage, and we really took into consideration our large Great Dane that is not here today. we want to make sure that she would have a bed in here, which is why we actually have this. Now, there's a lot of shit in here. Obviously, we're throwing a lot of things. We got kids and all this stuff. But we want to make sure that we had enough room for all of our dog stuff.
Which kid causes more laundry right now?
Grown, not even close. Like the kid goes through clothes like an animal.
Who does the most laundry in the house?
I don't think I've ever done laundry since we've lived here.
Okay,
which is terrible.
Speaking of laundry, any pro laundry cleaning tips for suits?
Get a good dry cleaner. That's really it.
Okay, got it. Who designed the kids' rooms?
So my wife designed both the kids' rooms, I should say.
Okay. Why does Roan have the biggest closet in the house, though?
Oh my gosh. So we could peek over here to see, but I don't know how this happened, but somehow, and there's a ton of stuff in here, but you can see that somehow Roan has the biggest closet. In fact, when you ask me where all my stuff is for my clothes, half my clothes are in Roan's closet, which is crazy.
Wow. What would Roan tell you his favorite part of his room is?
It would definitely have to be probably his favorite part is probably his stuffed animal, his stuffed Spider-Man, who he sleeps with every night. Every night, I actually see him on the baby monitor. He's hugging him. It's actually pretty adorable. But Spider-Man's his favorite part about this room.
What's with the shark theme?
Oh, so as you can see, we have sharks here. We have sharks over here. Rowan's bathroom is nothing but sharks. Everything is sharks in here. The towels, even the soap has a whale on it because sharks and whales don't like each other. So everything in here is sharks. And I've always liked sharks when I was a kid. So then my wife wanted to hand it down. I think this is what you do. You hand it down to your kids of what you liked when you were younger. So that's why we kind of did a lot of stuff with sharks.
Who designed the kids' bathrooms?
Actually, me and Nicole each picked out one of the kids' bathrooms and designed it. And true story, this vanity was actually supposed to be in that bathroom, and that bathroom's vanity was in this. And I still think they look good how they are, but that's part of buying new construction.
What's up with the Snoopy thing?
So my wife's mother loves Snoopy. She was a teacher. She is a teacher. My wife's a teacher, so guess what? My wife loves Snoopy. So then we have a daughter, and this is Remy's bathroom. She wanted to pass down the whole Snoopy love and have her bedroom or bathroom designed with the Snoopy theme.
What's your favorite part about Remy's room?
I actually really liked the way Remy's room turned out. But one thing that I told my wife that I was really mad about is that she painted the ceiling pink. And I thought it was going to look really dumb, but it actually turned out really nice.
Awesome, man. Let's check out the den. What's a den used for on a daily basis?
So one of the main reasons we got this place is that we really like the fact that we can have a formal living space where the parents can kind of hang out, and this is the great entertaining space. But off the main living space would be the den area where the kids can hang out, and we can have movie nights and all this other stuff, and that you can have all the stuff in here and not have to worry about seeing all of this. Such as, see, here's the family, Roan, Remy, Nicole. Say hi, guys.
Hi. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Roan.
So we thought
Remy.
this would be cool that we can have all the toys here and stuff like that. And, it's not in the main space that we have to look at.
What's this space used for on a daily basis?
This is Roan's pretty much playpen, and he's got everything out. And that's all it's used for every day.
How's this different than your other living space?
Well, the other living space and our other living spaces at our places are more adult focused, and this is obviously more kid focused.
Looking at this couch, it doesn't seem like you're afraid of white with kids. What's the worst spill you guys have had?
Oh my gosh, there's been a few wine drops, right?
Wine drops and
Cookie crumbs, wine drops. There's been more than we count, and our big Great Dane sometimes carries dirt onto the couch as well.
And you got a nice TV set up here too, man. What are some of your favorite movies to watch as a family?
We love watching superhero stuff together. Ron, who's your favorite superhero? Hulk. Ron loves Hulk. So we love watching anything that's Hulk or Marvel related.
Nice, man. Well, thanks for the tour, man. This place is sick. When I
Yeah.
first saw it here, there was
It took a while to come together because when we moved in, well, we closed at the height of the pandemic and we didn't move in for a long time. And like anybody, there's still a lot of stuff we have left to be done, but it's coming along nicely.
Well, man, I appreciate it, Matt. One last question.
Yeah.
I think you're, what, 140 million, this year in 2021. Are we going to see 250 million this year?
We're going to see 250 million this year. We're going to see 300 million because this year is the road to 300. So our goal is to get to at least 300 million this year.
Until next time, Matt.
All right, guys. Bye.
Later.